Okay. 1st of March 2021. Welcome to March. Finally, no. Well, geologically it's still winter, but hey. Personally, I prefer the cold, but hey. Sound check done. That looks okay. Let's get PSO2 running. I've changed how my cast looks. He's gone down now because reasons. Switched him to Phantom because he's got a ranged mag. That means I can use rifle. It's just an alt anyway. Doesn't really matter that much. Let's get in game. I think I may have to switch back episode. I'm not 100% on that.
Mission alert. Special training for all ARC's ops is underway. Report to the quest counter to join the mission.
That's right, mission pass. We are running out of time to pick up material 30, which is this. I suspect we'll need these for the last weapon, the Kraus weapon. Got that. Do I want this? Oh, that's right, with New Genesis, any player will be able to equip cast items, so picking up cast items that you want to wear in New Genesis is probably an interesting thing to do. I don't know if they're going to give us new cast parts or what, but I don't actually want this, so we'll take up mission take the mission badges. Do I want this one? No, I don't want this one. Someone's got log fire running and it's really aggravating my sense of smell. Don't like it. No, I don't want that one. Take the mission badges. Ooh, rainbow key. I'll hold on to that for a bit then. I can use that tomorrow. Let's see, what's this? Boral petal and elephant head or lock and key necklaces. I'll take the necklaces. Quite like those. Got some Star Gem tickets to consume. When I was doing dailies earlier, I leveled to 96, which is nice. I'm going to get level 100 tomorrow. Oh, that's right. As I said in the stream chat earlier, yeah, I need to change the episode. Yeah, I was watching some Pokemon. Who was it? Amamiya Kokono. She's okay at Pokemon. She's clearly experienced, but her head's not always in the game, which is fine. Professional streamers got a lot more on their plate than just playing the game. So I'd like to do some Pokemon maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Do I have anything handed? Yeah, but I'm not handing in those yet. Those might be part of the weekly. So how do I change episode? Just here, I suppose.
Which quest would you like?
I can go story quest. I guess I'll do it that way then. So last time we kicked what's his name's ass? Schwager, something like that. Kicked his ass, even though he had Elder's powers somehow. Somehow we ended up with Elder's powers, no idea. And it looks like we've made peace with Get 'em Halt, or rather he's made peace with himself. The problem, he was never able to make peace with Mirandia. Oh, that's right, back before the end of episode 3, Mirandia was using her older sister's name, Malfonsina. We met up with Malfonsina on Omega, which is why this whole thing's happening. It seems that the Akashic records people who've died and is dreaming of them in Omega. An interesting ending, but it didn't end the way I hoped it would. I would have liked to speak to Malfonsina a little bit, but oh well. The situation just wasn't correct. Well, let's start. Current episode will change, set to event will play. Yes, that's correct. So, let's help Get 'em Halt get the ending he wants. Hmm?
Never mind. Pardon me. It's nothing. It's just... for a moment, you looked like Gedemholt to me. Please, forget I said anything.
Okay.
Hey, not one goddamn word. You hear?
Oh yeah, that's right. Whenever the Omega files end up in our head, they have Fal's costumes on but aren't Fal's, which, yeah, it's kind of weird, but whatever.
I'm sorry, were you about to say something?
Oh, he's basically living rent-free in our head, if you've ever heard that term before. Because we don't really have a choice, as far as I know. They're also able to speak to us with telepathy or something, I don't know. Do you want to tease him? Would you like to meet him?
Absolutely. If only I could. If only I could see Master Gedemholt one more time.
I wish I could make that happen.
I wish I could tell him what I couldn't bring myself to before. Because I was impersonating my sister Malfonsina. If I could meet him again, I think I could talk to him as myself. As Milrandia.
That's sad.
No. On second thought, I probably couldn't talk to him again. I'd tense up and go completely quiet if I did see him. Sometimes you know just what to say to someone precisely because you know you'll never see them again.
Aww.
We long for our dreams because they are just that. Dreams. I'll let that keep me going as I live in the here and now.
Okay.
I still remember the last words he left me with. I still miss him a bit, but I'll be okay. Oh, pardon me. I'm not sure why I rambled on to you about all that. I guess I was just feeling kind of reflective. Sorry to keep you. I'll be going now.
No, I didn't turn into a dog. It's just our dog likes to bark at me.
You were gonna
For some
blow
reason.
the whole thing. You think you can butt in?
That's sad. I'm gonna skip to this one, because I want to see more of this. I'm gonna see Gedemholt's reaction to Xeno still being alive. I don't think he even knows.
Stop. Don't move. Stay right where you are.
Why? Oh no.
That's Dia and that Xeno guy. Oh, they're being awfully chatty.
Problem?
As if. I don't know what lines that Xeno jerk's feeding her. And not knowing pisses me off is all.
Oh no.
Looks like they're done talking. Hey, give me your body real quick.
Wait, what?
Is something the matter?
No. Go on then.
Hey. Do something, damn it.
Wait, you walked me all the way over here and then you can't do
Excuse
anything.
me? Are you alright?
So as it turns out, he can exert some level of control, but can't do speech. Oh no. It's nothing.
You're a bit of a strange one. You remind me a bit of Master Gedemholt. He'd stare at me that same way from time to time. In fact, Zeno and I were just reminiscing about Master Gedemholt and my sister.
I don't think he cares about Xena at this point.
Yes. Sometimes I ask him to fill in the blanks, as it were. Things I didn't know about the two of them.
So she wasn't that close to Xena in the first place?
As for what kinds of stories he tells me... well, I hope you don't mind if I keep that to myself.
Yeah, it's no problem. I think I'll find out anyway.
They're the kind of things that would make Master Gedemholt's blood boil to hear. Or make him red in the face.
Oh, actually, you know what? Please do tell.
Your aura somehow reminds me of his today. So, I'll have to keep it a secret from you as well.
Ah.
So, that's settled. Well then, till we meet again.
Are you happy now?
Zeno, that bastard! What the hell kinds of ideas is he giving Dia? Hey, we're gonna go smash that loser into the ground right now! Move aside! I'm taking over!
No. Not happening. As it turns out, Gedemart is still weak. Okay then. Oh, the toy is waifu, so let's go. Oh, that's right, no one can see Alma. Maybe she's looking for someone.
Alma? Hello there, you two. What an enviable friendship you have.
Did they mess up again? I think they messed up again. It's fine, it's just minor. They put the wrong name in the chat box again.
Oh, not at all. I'm just taking a stroll for a change of scenery.
A stroll? Most people don't fly when they stroll. Then again, most people aren't photons.
Even if I was looking for someone, I couldn't talk to them anyway. So what would be the point? Oh, yes, that's right. We're the only ones who can see you.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Exactly. It's been 4 decades since I was here last, you know?
That's a long time. The arc shape has changed a lot.
I'm only looking around, but it's pretty fun taking it all in. Remember, like I said before, I'm not visible to anybody but you two.
Wait, doesn't that mean everyone can see us talking to thin air?
So as far as anyone else can tell, you're both talking to thin air. You must look pretty bonkers.
Yep. Then again, what's changed? Embarrassment is best. Well, it looks like everybody's gone back
Not here
on the
either,
way, huh? Is there not a better way to communicate? Oh well. Patia, we haven't seen these two in a while.
Well, whoa. Ark's legendary guardians? Walking around peacefully?
Well, yeah.
Something's brewing. I can feel it in my bones, Tia! Something big is happening!
Or maybe they're just good friends taking a stroll. Oh, hi, Matoy. Sorry to bother you like this.
Yeah, I know.
Patty and Tia, working hard as usual, I see. Of course we are! Raw gumption is the engine that drives Patia, Ark's #1 news source, or the fuel source, one of those.
Fuel source? Okay.
Shouldn't information be our engine?
Oh, just ignore her.
Anyway, as Patty pointed out, it's not too often we see you two strolling around the ship.
Yeah, we're supposed to be busy, but hey.
You're usually rushing from one place to another with a sense of urgency. Especially you.
Oh yeah.
I know, right, Tia? Something big is going down. I can just sense it. Calm down, dummy. Don't be silly. Nothing strange is going on. Nope, nothing.
I don't think it's a good idea to do that.
Matoy, it's not like you to butt in like that. Well, if there's no trouble down here, maybe something's stirring up on the bridge. Is that it?
Ooh, the Star Wars reference, or... why do you ask?
Well, in short, I guess it's my curious nature. What Patty means is, she's a gossip queen.
Yeah, and that's exactly why you don't need to know.
We won't expose any sensitive information. Everything is made public here anyway, when the timing is right.
Yep, when the timing is right. Therefore, YouTube will never know.
So, if you're hiding something, it must be for a very good reason. But as informants, we're just itching to know, is there anything we can do to help?
Give us time.
By help, you mean... You two are always overworking yourselves, so we were hoping we could lend a hand somehow.
Sadly, that's not going to happen.
As Arcs, we're all in this together, aren't we? We're probably not as dependable as you two, but hey, who's keeping track?
While Matoy is keeping an eye on things over here, or helping out Alma, I'm supposed to be in Omega, not here.
Thanks for your concern, you two. Just hearing you say that really lifts my spirits. The pen is mightier than the rest. Come to us whenever you need a break.
It's ironic because Matoy basically never uses healing.
In moderation, of course. Getting caught up in a conversation with her can be hazardous to your health.
Oh, maybe we should go get a medical checkup then.
Sticks and stones, sis. Sticks and stones.
Because we all know Matoy loves medical checkups. No, she doesn't. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, perfect timing. I think someone's after me. Could you keep her away? Here she comes.
I didn't think her radar was that strong.
Now, looky, look what we have here. I thought I sensed a strange presence, so I followed my instincts, and here I find you. Which could only mean one thing, couldn't it? That you're actually pretty strange.
Really? Protagonist being strange? Never.
Is it really so rude? I'm just telling it like it is. You are an odd one for sure.
She's right.
I just go by my intuition. If that intuition tells me something is fishy, then I'm not mincing words. But this strange feeling isn't exactly bad. It's like the one I get from you. Hang on. Does that mean it was just you this whole time?
Maybe.
Oh well, I was just following it around to kill time. Just a drop in the bucket of time.
What does Risa know?
I suppose I'll be on my way. Do tell whoever's behind that strange presence that Risa said hello. Later! Later, later, later!
Go, go, just go, go.
She's finally gone. That was a breed of scary I've never felt before. If she'd just sensed something was there, we could have played it off as just her imagination. But she was following me, and she knew it.
That's a good question. How?
I guess it's a testament to how confident she is in her senses. Either that, or maybe I stink.
Okay, I guess it's not that.
Do photons have a smell? No.
Even if people can't see me, I guess some of them can sense me. Arxops sure are full of surprises.
Well, yeah, arcs are known for photon sensitivity, cast included. Alright. Time to drop the ball. Unfortunately, if you're after Xeno or Echo, well, you're too late.
Hey there. Hard at work as always, I see.
Why don't you try working for once? You're supposed to be training recruits, big bad instructor man.
What can I do? Regius and Maria are so gung-ho, I don't have a chance to train anybody.
Uh-oh. Did Maria sneak back into the training bureau to get away from general affairs? I'll bet Sarah is furious.
Sierra? Aren't you supposed to be manning the bridge?
I'm fine. One thing led to another, and I scored clearance to wander the ship.
Now that I think about it, you always call into our command meetings instead of showing up, Sierra.
Uh-oh.
What bothers me more is how you suddenly started attending all our meetings.
Gee, I wonder why that could be.
Because you don't take notes. Consider me your bona fide secretary, mister.
Being here face to face makes you realize things.
Like what?
Xeno, Echo, why haven't you two gotten married yet?
A good point. Right next to the laboratory mystery.
See? Everyone's been thinking it. Now that I see you together, it's so obvious.
Hold on now. Marriage is... Sierra, this isn't something to just rush into.
The way you two act together, you're practically there already.
But listen, timing, planning, and commitment are very important when making these kinds of big decisions.
So you don't dislike it?
What the hell? Want to get married?
What?
You don't want to, Echo?
No. That's not it. I mean, is that what you want? Getting married to me?
She reminds me a bit of
Jeez, where do
Hitsuki,
your
doesn't she?
confidence go? Who would I marry other than you? Are you sure you want this? I might end up being a big jerk with your assignments.
You already are.
Yeah, I guess I am.
Okay then, let's go get the papers signed before you change your mind.
I don't think it's Xeno that's the
Sheesh, I
problem.
don't change my mind that easy. Well, take it easy, you two. Oh, and thanks, Sierra.
Oh my gosh. Did I just get them into a huge mess?
Yes.
Just seeing that spark between them, I had no choice but to speak up. Oh my gosh! I'm really getting embarrassed now. I just witnessed something completely mind-blowing.
It's amazing what happens when you're not stuck in a bridge all the time. Oh, that's right. I meant to say, with the patch coming Wednesday, whatever that happens to be, because it's an 6-hour maintenance, we've got the campaigns up. The PSO2 day one is PSO2 day, AC shops are trap as usual, campaigns, login rewards, looks like we're getting keys, starting March 3rd of course. Client orders, look, EO's back on the menu. Oh, 2 gold keys, not bad, not bad. We're getting a new emote. Looks like we're getting some augment transfer passes, not that it matters. because Cloud's weapon requires lots of them to actually be useful, so we're getting some star gems as well there. That's pretty much it, I guess. Alright, back to it. The informants again. There's a lot of side quests in this, or sorry, sub-story, whatever.
This just in. I've got breaking news. Recent reports haven't been as accurate as we'd like, but we have a stellar announcement.
What is it?
It's about that couple everyone hoped would hurry up and make a move for so long. You guessed it! Zeno and Echo! They're finally getting married!
Yep. I know.
What? How the heck did you know?
Echo already told us, so yeah. Usually marriage isn't that newsworthy, but those two are different, especially with Zeno on the Council of Six.
I don't think anyone else on the Council of Six has tied the knot, so... No? No, they haven't. I mean, Kuna's off limits because of her job. Regius and Maria are sort of... Yeah, they're already like 80-something years old or something. Let's see... Calsfra is part of the Intelligence Bureau, so no chance of that happening. Although I hear a lot of people like him. Can't imagine why. Let's see, is that it? Well, and Klaus Craze is off limits. I don't think I need to explain why. So yeah.
The hottest couple around is finally taking that next step. Telling the world about it makes my job worth it.
I mean, if this is news, then this is a slow news day. Thought you said you were improving.
With art so focused on fighting, we tend to forget about family life, so this is pretty significant.
Moments like these make you stop and think, someday I'll find that special someone, and oh, I'm super jealous.
You want to get married someday?
Wait, you do?
Of course, I'm an old-fashioned girl. Walking down the aisle's my dream. Potential grooms, get grooming.
In other words, she just said that she wants to be a waifu. I'm sure someone out there likes Patty.
Who
In fact...
exactly are you talking to?
Well, there goes the fourth wall. Let me see here. Patty. Not that one. Let's try this. Well, I don't know how this website works, so whatever. There's got to be someone out there who likes her.
She acts like she doesn't care, but when she was a young girl, she dreamed of hearing those wedding bells ringing too.
Oh, really?
That was between us, you jerk!
And now you see why we don't give you secrets. Secrets, sorry.
And that concludes another episode of Tia's Innermost Secrets. I'm your host, Patty, signing off.
I guess I better get going too, so...
You gonna go chase down Patty? With a giant hammer?
Listen
Bonk
up,
time.
dumbass! Tell another soul about that, and you will wish you never knew me!
Yep, Patty's getting bonked. Bonked on the head. Eh? What was that? Oh. Weird noise. Unfortunately, this is all the sub-story will be.
Marriage, huh? It sounds so romantic. Hi there! I was really spacing out! Caught up in a little daydream. You heard the news, right? About Zeno and Echo tying the knot?
Yep.
I've heard rumors about them forever, but now that it's actually happening, I just get chills all over!
Good for you. And yourself?
Oh, well, a girl can dream, can't she? Wait, stop trying to put words in my mouth. This isn't about me. I'm happy for them, and that's it.
So you weren't just thinking about it then?
I mean, I'd like to get married too someday, but that's a long way down the road. First, I'm gonna work my butt off to win everyone's approval. And then, I'll meet the love of my life. Oh my gosh! Going off on a tangent again!
Head in the clouds.
Pretend you never heard that. I am 100% dedicated to the hero business, and that's it! Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay. Nothing less. Got it. She's thinking about it. Uh-oh.
The large-scale operation has ended. Thank
Oh
you
yeah,
for your
there was
support.
UQ on. Not interested. Wait till TPD comes out.
Oh, hi, boss.
Hello?
You heard the news, right? About Zeno and Echo getting married?
Yes.
Do you ever wish you could just meet someone like that?
So this'll be the scene that makes everybody like you then.
Matoi might get mad if she heard me asking this, but generally speaking...
Your answer's no.
Me? Well, I don't know. When I heard the news, it seemed like Zeno and Echo were suddenly off in their own world, away from us.
Yeah, I can see that.
When I was little, I'd think about it all the time. I mean, what it would be like to spend my life with someone. But I'm kind of a social misfit. I've never had a relationship with anyone, and probably never will.
Yeah, this is the scene that makes everybody like you.
The excuse I always use is that I fight for arcs, so I don't have time for that stuff.
A lot of people wish you could choose, but oh well.
But instead of feeling happy for them, I was actually really jealous at first. Isn't that awful of me?
Well, that depends on your point of view. A little bit is required.
Really? So I'm not the only one then. That makes me feel a lot better.
A lot of people say that it's bad for you, but for some people it can be the catalyst for change.
But I am really happy for them. It's something to celebrate, since Zeno and Echo have always been there for me.
Oh yeah, they're sort of everybody's, how should I put this? Everybody's so-called boss, since that's what EO calls them.
Maybe I should use that jealousy as motivation to find the right person, to make me as happy as they are.
Yeah, that's not the right way to use it.
That special person seems to be in high demand, though. Kinda hurts my chances.
I know who she's referring to, and that's gonna hurt. So unfortunately. In other words, EO's got the player character in her sights. Sad. Anyway. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is an awkward situation. Yep. Yeah, there they are. What are you hiding for?
I can't do this. Sorry, Echo, but you go tell her.
Oh, that's
Why does your
right.
courage
Mirandia's
dissolve
over
into thin
there.
air at a time like this?
What's up, you two?
Hey, you! What are we up to? Just, you know, spreading the good news.
We
Are you?
just told Afen and Matoy.
She knows.
We thought they'd be floored by it, but they didn't seem all that surprised.
I wonder if that's a common theme.
They did wish us well, though.
Anyway, we thought it would be polite to tell everyone directly, but
Struggling?
I don't know if it would sit well with her.
I think she's fine. She's moved on now.
She goes by Milrandia now. But I still think it's weighing on her.
Ooh, we can't just sit back and let someone else tell her, though. This is tough.
I'll do it then.
We just have to suck it up and tell her. It's not like we've done anything wrong, so it's time to be bold.
I know. Sheesh. Go on, Echo. Break it to her.
Both of you go.
No way, we do this together.
If Dia sees me, it'll just remind her of Gedemholt. You honestly think we can tell her under those circumstances?
Well, it's no different if I go. Think of the awkwardness.
Sorry, you two. What actually hurts my feelings is watching you go back and forth like that.
Whoa!
Milrandia! How long were you standing there?
You were bickering so loudly, I think everyone here noticed. There's something you wanted to tell me? Does it have something to do with you getting married?
Oh my gosh, how did you know?
I think the
It
real
couldn't be the
question
two
is,
informants
what took you so
shouting at
long?
the top of their lungs.
It's about time. It really is. If Master Gedemholt were here, he'd probably say something along the lines of, "Grow a pair, you two."
Oh, I didn't know Gedemholt was a force.
That's the first thing.
Specialized in fire for that burn.
Then I can totally see Zeno getting all riled up.
I know it's impossible for me to get you to stop thinking about Master Gedemholt.
Yeah, she's moved on.
So instead, I'll ask you to never forget him. He'll always be with us if we keep him in our hearts.
And heads, unfortunately.
Zeno and Echo, congratulations on tying the knot.
Yeah. Thanks, Dia.
Thank you, Milrandia.
You think I can't hear you? Time to grow a pair, you pansies.
I knew he'd say something like that. Okay. Alright, main story. So, let's see what's going on here then.
Hey, look at that!
This one's still active.
Those are Falspawn! The ones that showed up in our fight against Schrager!
They're showing up at Buster Castles now?
I made sure you got Elder's power, but it looks like his false spawn minions split off and stuck around. We're in the Akashic records, but they're still like the ones on the outside.
They look a
You
little
better
bit
waste
different
them
now.
all now, or it'll bite you in the ass later.
I agree.
We have ample data on these, but there's still a lot of them. Be
Ready?
careful fighting them.
I believe this is the tutorial for Dark Blast. Or was at some point. Of course it's going to skip that because Buster Quests are usually skipped. Most of them.
Falspawn coming out of Castrum Demonicus. Ephemera or no, this is really demanding our full attention now.
Oh my, I was wondering who broke the Castrum Demonica. Of course it was you two. If you're out here, does that mean my brother lost? Oh, that was quicker than expected.
Expected? Then you already expected him to lose?
It's you!
Oh, relax. I'm not about to start spouting drivel about avenging family.
Yeah, because you're messed up.
You only dispersed him, anyway. He'll reassemble sooner or later.
Wait, does that mean...
Who are you? What are you after?
Oh, my brother didn't spell it out? I want war. Everywhere. At any rate, do you have time to bother with me, Guardian?
Always got time.
I should think there's trouble in Quento by now.
Why?
I suggest you get back quickly if you want to save the world. Adieu for now.
And he's gone. Of course he's gone.
I hate when the enemy is right, but this is concerning. We better get back to Harriet and the others.
So yeah, supposedly PSO2 was going to incorporate a lot more of the parkouring features, and Hira's Talus was supposed to be, something to get around that. Unfortunately, Hira didn't exactly go as planned, so we have what we have now. So what's the trouble?
All units have deployed, Your Highness.
Good, thank you.
How remarkable that this should happen while the Guardian is away. Luck seems to be against us. Perhaps it had help.
Put your fears to rest. Moments like this are the very purpose of a Sword Maiden's life.
Your hands betray you, Sword Maiden. You needn't put on a brave face for us.
I admit I doubted this would happen in my lifetime. I hoped it would never be necessary to unleash this power. But the time has come. All I can do is devote all of my being, all of my power, to my blade. I certainly would have preferred to have the Guardian here at our side.
Yeah, we would certainly never get there just in the nick of time.
If wishes could fight a battle, we'd have already won. Listen, here it comes.
Here what? Ah, we've seen this cutscene a couple of times before. A dragon?
It's the Crimson Fellworm.
Fascinating. Perhaps we should take those legends of how it destroyed the world more seriously.
The world?
Phosphorescence! He's going to breathe fire! Raise a barrier!
No need.
Wow, she's good.
My blade speaks. It says to lay the beast low, to seal it away. My body is a vessel for that purpose. I'll end this quickly. All of you, stay out of it!
Gate of Quento? It seems to be rather effective. It is Gate of Corinto. Is it done? Nope. Not quite. How does the legend hold up against the dragon?
Both are simply extraordinary.
After all, it is just a legend.
All of you, keep that barrier up. The maiden may be handling things, but we can't let the fellworm get away.
Something's not right.
I don't know why, but when I look at that fellworm, I'm filled with dread.
Is it now? I see.
Luther knows something. Wait, Luther knows something. Actually has a shield as well. Okay. Well, that's going to be a strong hit. Is it done?
It's over, Crimson Fellworm. This is no place for you. Go now and sleep quietly, deep beneath the earth.
Bravo! Splendid work, Sword Maiden. Seems the Crimson Fellworm was hardly a match for you after all. Or so I'd say. But wait, there's more. Look where you stand, on the grave of a man who sought power and fame, crumbled with his castle, who now lies among the ephemera. A thwarted soul, burning with chagrin, with rage. What do you think it would do if it found a vessel?
Police! Watch out!
Ah.
My blade's seal. It's not working. There's some other power here.
Sword me, filthy trap!
That voice!
Isn't that Lutz?
Is his soul inside the Crimson Fellworm?
Unforgivable! Unforgettable! All who dare defy me, taste my power and die!
How about two legends versus the dragon then?
You've come back for us!
I'll burn you away with all the earth!
Is that the Crimson Fellworm? What's this all?
Just spot, Fairy. Lux's soul is in the beast now. All thanks to the ephemera's power. The Sword Maiden's power was enough to seal the Crimson Fellworm itself. But the ephemera draw from a different source. Hence the seal's failure.
So in other words, Luther, you're the indirect cause of this accident as well. Hope you'll own up to it. You won't.
So it's a being that once wrecked the world, mixed with a force that's terrorizing it now? Now, that's just over the top. But if Elise can't seal it away, what are we supposed to do?
Destroy it, of course.
We'll just have to kill it. Let's see how mighty the Fellworm is when it's been massacred into tiny particles. I'll set your soul free, Uncle.
Let me. Yep, let me.
No, I have to seal it away. I can't watch my uncle suffer like this.
Listen, Guardian. You too, Sword Maiden. There happens to be a way we can strip it of the ephemera's power. One way and one only.
Luther, you don't mean...
Guardian, take the Fellworm out of action. Sword Maiden, you prepare the seal and provide cover. After that, I'll take care of the rest.
What is it you're planning on doing?
Well, it's pretty obvious.
Something only an expert on ephemera could do. That's all. There's no time to explain. Get moving.
Guardian, fall back! My blade, be thou chains of sunlight. Ward off calamity and bind this skulking evil. Benoit!
Alright, now it's held still.
Not working. Some other power is resisting the bind.
Don't worry,
So,
this will be enough.
To heal damaged flesh through summoning and implant a soul. What a miserable joke. I'm the one who invented that technique. You're using research I already scrapped.
Here's where you belong. Not writhing around in that crimson fellworm. Whoever, or whatever you are, the only one fit to handle this technique is me! None of you are even worthy of being a subject for it!
This will never have any sort of long-lasting consequences. Nope, never. Surely not.
Will the seal hold?
No. It is imperfect. My blade tells me. The best we can hope for is that we've bought some time.
So in other words, the urgent quest.
We'll only have a short respite before the Crimson Fellworm reappears.
I suspect we'll get a trigger.
That's our opportunity to defeat the Fellworm for good. And free my poor uncle's soul.
I prefer how they did it with the Profound Darkness. Say, here, have it. Have fun.
Luther!
Harriet, it's all right. I'm fine.
What did you do, Luther?
I only disrupted the process of summoning new flesh to regenerate the Fellworm. The beast's own power still remains. Someone who is using ephemera to strengthen it too. We need to approach it carefully, or suffer the consequences. Not a shred of hesitation. I suppose that's what makes you the Guardian. I'm exhausted. Let me rest for a spell.
Is it just me? Or does he sound a little bit different? Anyway. So how am I gonna hunt it? It looks like it's still doing its thing. Your seal didn't hold.
So, the Crimson Fellworm's finally back.
I apologize for being so helpless and leaving all of this in your hands, Guardian.
This isn't the time to worry about something like that, Elise. Let's go over the plan instead.
Yes, let's.
I will form a barrier to hold the Crimson Fellworm down, and prepare to seal it once more.
Then do it properly this time.
It will not be able to move as quickly within the barrier. I need you to take advantage of that, and defeat it. This is the Laconian Sword, the blade that pierced the scales of the Crimson Fellworm of legend. I entrust this blade to you, Guardian. Within the barrier, it can duplicate itself to aid you in your fight.
Just as you did, yes?
The Crimson Fellworm's scales are constantly shifting to hide its scars. However, inside the barrier, you should be able to locate an area of weakness. If you strike that weak point with the Laconian Sword and cut away its scales, its scars will be revealed.
This is how the urgent quest should have been
We expose the scars
explained.
and then focus our attacks there.
Because this is almost a perfect explanation of how you fight this thing.
Correct. You'll be able to defeat the horrid beast. Once it's weakened, we should be able to free the soul inside, even without sealing the Fellworm.
It doesn't explain the particulars of how you expose its weak points, but
It's my honor to fight alongside you, Guardian.
there we go. So it looks like we're not going to get to attack it then. Well, that's a shame. It's fine. If I wanted to fight it, there's triggers. It's fine. Still prefer the way they did it with Fan Darkness. Just assume that we won. Alright, now do it properly this time.
Now, I fulfill thy pact, my blade. Crimson Fellworm, sleep in the depths of the ground forever!
Looks like it's working. Yeah. And it's gone. This is basically an extended movie, isn't it? Hmm? What's this? Oh. It's you again. Great.
Uncle.
All the suffering I've caused you. What have I done? To my king, to Luther, and Harriet, to the people of Coenzo. My regret knows no bounds. How long have I been trapped in this horrible, unending vision? This nightmare, whose dawn would not come. Until you woke me from it at last, Alice. And you, Guardian. You will always have my utmost gratitude for setting me free.
Unfortunately, I myself couldn't find who this was. Apparently,
Nightmare.
it's someone either inspired or someone from a previous Phantasy Star game, and, you know, I don't have much experience with those. Maybe one day, maybe.
At this point, I've not the faintest idea.
Or maybe I'll just watch a series, I don't know.
But at least my uncle's soul is finally free from the Crimson Fellworm. He can be at peace at last. I cannot thank you enough for finally ending his torment.
Excellent, now that that's done.
However, the Crimson Fellworm has not been banished completely. My blade confirms this.
So your seal still isn't good enough.
If it was revived with the power of the ephemera, then as long as that power exists, it could be revived again at any time.
I suppose that sort of explains the, what's it called? The Darker Fellworm? Oh, I don't know what that quest is called. I'm pretty sure I've got a trigger, but I'm not going to do that, because that is a bit much for me.
I will continue to stand watch here. I imagine it's the best way I can take responsibility for what has happened.
Elise, please don't push yourself.
I know. My power alone amounts to little after all. And more importantly, I know I have a shoulder to lean on. In you, Guardian.
Great. Been a while since I've had a combat quest. Any moment now.
Xiao, are you sure this new power is safe?
Let me guess. Well, the Guardian seems fine, and we can't detect any changes, so...
I didn't pin you for such a worrier, Matoi. Like I said, there's no sign that anything's wrong.
Yeah.
All their readings are completely normal. There's no indication they've absorbed too much of the F factor or anything like that. It's nothing at all like becoming the profound darkness. You could even say it's the opposite.
So you mean it uses F factor to transform?
But why don't we just ask you? How do you feel? Anything out of the ordinary?
Come on. Can you not see what a mess you'll make if you run your mouth now? Keep your damn trap shut.
I wonder why he wants me to keep quiet about it.
Using this power you took without completely absorbing it to manifest a dark falls and use it to fight. It's a lot like Avatar arms.
I guess so.
I've never seen a power manifest like that. Why now all of a sudden?
Maybe there's some compatibility.
Logically speaking, I bet it has something to do with the ephemera. Maybe that interacted with the Guardian's photons to create some new power? But aren't the ephemera themselves like fragments of the profound darkness?
Has everybody already forgotten episode 3?
How could something like that give you power?
Sierra, who do you think is the host of the profound darkness right now?
That's a very good question. Let's go ask it.
Oh. Maybe that's why I don't sense anything off about you. I think I agree with Matoi. Your photons are flowing normally after all. Do you feel alright?
I'm not surprised that Matoi is worried, really. We'll keep digging and running checks, but for now, I'm just glad you're doing alright.
Anyway. Dark Blast aside, we can finally move on. A fallen researcher? That's not ominous much.
After a bitter struggle, the Guardian had wrested Weyland from the bloody grasp of Emperor Schreger. In Cuento, the Crimson Fellworm had been sealed away once more, thanks in large part to the Sword Maiden's valiant effort and Luther's quick thinking.
Yay.
With these looming threats dispelled, the Kingdom of Cuento enjoyed a moment of hard-earned rest.
A moment.
In the aftermath of the Crimson Fellworm and Weyland's fall, a single peaceful week passed. Harriet took her place as Cuento's new monarch. She and her retinue convened in the throne room to discuss their next steps.
We still have
One
2
among
more.
them seemed distracted. Any word from the Sword Maiden regarding the Crimson Fellworm?
Our army is keeping watch as well. They've reported no problems as of yet.
Good. Let us not have to fight the Crimson Fellworm.
The Sword Maiden herself reports that the seal looks likely to hold for the time being. As for Weyland, true peace seems a long way off. The land is still rife with Castrum Demonicus.
I can imagine there is rather a lot to get rid of.
But the intermittent conflicts along our border with Weyland have settled down at least.
Then let's keep preparing to send them food and resources. Helping the people of Weyland back to their feet should be our top priority.
Our own land is far from rich in such resources, my lady.
We could ask the other lands.
Be that as it may, if we bungle this first approach to them, the consequences will be ours to bear forever. If we scorn them for being from another country, it could spark riots. We must avoid that at all costs.
What drivel, Harriet. Don't waste your time pandering to the riffraff of other lands.
Luther?
Luther, do you know what you're saying?
Words of reason, my dear sister.
Oh no. Oh no.
Do you know what will throttle all inklings of resistance? A few executions. Show them blood, and they'll fall in line.
Remember what we were saying about ephemera? Don't use it, or...
Then, we send the word that if they stand down, their lives will be spared. No one would dare ignore us after seeing how we laid low the mighty Way...
Luther!
I'm sorry. Please, forget I said anything.
Very well.
Wow.
We don't want to
Having
meddle in
flashbacks
Weyland's
here.
affairs and risk causing a ruckus. We'll ask them to sort out who will rule.
Normally, the late Emperor's younger brother Elmir would succeed the throne, but he has vanished.
Yeah, vanished,
Luther, what's Is something the matter?
I'm not feeling well. Please excuse me and carry on, everyone.
Right.
Something about him doesn't seem right. He's not usually so aggressive, is he?
Oh, Luther.
Something is very wrong. I can feel it.
How did this happen? I didn't create the child just for things to end up like this. Wait. If I could only become all-knowing, then I wouldn't have to stoop to such foolish methods. Why won't you respond, Xion? Are you trying to tell me that it was the only answer there could be? No, 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 no! This is no solution! This is unacceptable!
Well, I guess Luther's starting to remember.
Yes. Yes. My knowledge will know no bounds. And then I'll...
What's the matter, Luther? You're the one always telling me to knock. Luther. What's wrong?
Oh, Harriet. My greatest masterpiece. You don't belong in this place.
What are you...
That was Harriet's voice, wasn't it?
Of course, we're going to get there just a little bit too late.
Lady Harriet! Is that... Master... Luther?
I'm picking up Dark Falls readings. Could using the ephemera have awakened it in him?
Ah, surely not. Yeah, of course it has. Wasn't obvious by this point.
It's no use. I'll never hand over Harriet. My greatest masterwork. When infinite knowledge is finally mine!
Stop! No. How could this be? How could Master Luther take Lady Harriet? Right from under our noses!
It'll not be hard to find. I'll be right back. Okay. Windows shut. Bathroom break done. Let's deal with Luther. This won't take long. I think there's a combat quest coming up.
Are you alright, Varuna?
Of course he's not alright.
I'm not the one we need to worry about. As irksome as it is, we must accept Master Luther's betrayal and deal with it. We must contain word of Her Highness's disappearance. It would shatter the foundations of our entire country if the news spread.
As opposed to?
We must search for her in absolute secrecy. Understand, Guardian?
Right. We know what we saw. It's up to the three of us to do something about it. Do you know where he might have taken her?
Master Luther has always guarded his secrets. Her Highness might have known, but I couldn't even begin to guess. However, we may have a trace of his movements. I've received unconfirmed reports that a Castrum Demonica has been summoned to the north of the capital.
Then that's obviously where we want to go.
What's more, they said the fortress was summoned by a winged supernatural being of unknown origin. That points strongly towards one conclusion.
So Luther summoned a Castrum Demonica as he fled?
As Her Highness's adjutant, I must keep the kingdom's official tasks running smoothly so her absence goes unnoticed. Can I count on you, Guardian?
Best of luck to us both. You'll need it.
I am in your debt.
Let's go. Ah, yeah, here we go. I want to know about this actually. I don't think this was translated when I played through this, so...
So
Could be
first
wrong,
Elder appears, then Luther transforms. It's like Omega is tracing our own history.
Well, time is a flat circle.
Xiao, are you sure what's happening on Omega is just a muddle of data from the Akashic Records?
Or is it just something that the Profound Darkness saw?
The events themselves may be fragmentary, but as a whole, they're deeply interconnected. Something's linking all this together.
Something most likely connected to the Photoners.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's like we're vicariously experiencing someone's memories of the Photoners. Suffice to say, it's creepy.
Creepy is correct.
Well, memories are just a type of data. I do think what we're seeing is all data from the Akashic Records.
Does it record dark files as well?
But someone or something could be interfering with it in a way that's producing certain tendencies. What you read or who you see before bed can affect what happens in your dreams, right? Maybe
guess
it's
so.
like that.
So you think we're seeing events related to the profound darkness because it got mixed up in all this?
Yeah, hypothetically at least. We don't really have proof one way or the other.
Or maybe we're affecting the outcome too, since you and Sierra are getting involved.
Oh, well, that's true, yeah.
Well, in any case, we can't afford to just sit back and watch. Keep on looking into things on Omega, you two.
Will do. Alright, finally. Let's see. To the tree. You just quickly get tree buff. Need to learn to move around without triggering cutscenes and stuff. The quick menu is the best way to do it. Right. I remember this one being kind of awkward too. Can't remember exactly why though. Maybe it was just hero things.
The Guardian hurried to find where Luther had flown off to, with Harriet, his unwilling companion. Each Castrum Demonica that was newly summoned in northern Cuento served as a breadcrumb on the trail. Luther's very use of these demonic fortresses proved he was no longer the same Luther the Guardian had met on Omega. Approaching the first Castrum Demonica, the Guardian stopped short, gazing on in complete shock, as a terribly familiar enemy emerged.
Familiar enemy? Well, there's a Castrum.
Castrum
It's
Demonica
familiar.
confirmed. And it looks like Luther's minions have been called in too. I guess we can
Sure
stop
enough.
wondering whether Luther was the one who summoned the castle. We can't just leave these things be. And there might be some trace of Luther here. Time to get our hands dirty.
This quest was one of the first attempts at mixing up the story because people were getting tired of the Buster quests. So this is going to be a little bit different. But only a little bit. Oh no, I took damage. Either way, the rules are roughly the same. Take out the towers first. The towers will deal chip damage to you, or cause you to need to heal. If you're playing as an as well though, you're probably fine. We should help deal with them. Only a little bit though. Remember what I was saying about the rhythm game? It's great. How am I supposed to get it? Oh, okay. This is similar to the limited quest that became a leveling quest later. Let's go. And the next one. Yeah, I ran a few what's it called? Enchanted Forests earlier, so I learned a little bit about dodging this thing. It's really good when you know what you're fighting. Either way. That was a little bit different.
I'm not picking up any more readings from the Castrum Demonica. Maybe we can follow some trace from the summoning.
No need.
What? What's the matter?
He's asking us. Hear, feel, think.
Luther? Why won't you tell me where we're going?
You'll see.
But I'm supposed to be studying courtly etiquette today, so...
You're quite the dedicated student, aren't you? Don't worry, it's just one day off. It'll hardly make a difference.
That's what they all say.
But I
That's
made
what
a
I said.
promise with Mother that I'd keep studying. Every day! What kind of daughter would I be if I couldn't keep that promise?
Well, I happen to have my own promise to keep with Mother. And mine involved bringing you here. And on that note, here we are.
Here where we are. Wow.
It's so pretty! I've
YouTube,
never
please.
seen so many flowers.
Audio is fine.
Mother loved it here. She asked me to bring you to see it. Even your selfish brother couldn't spurn a deathbed request like that.
I can see why she loved it. I can imagine her coming here.
Aww.
Royalty has no business crying. We live by the support of the people and support them in turn. We must not show them weaknesses.
Yes, I understand.
But look, do you see anyone else? As long as you're here, you don't need to act brave. For now, the only ones here are you and me. And Mother's spirit watching over us.
Man, this Luther was way better than the Luther that we knew.
She's always there by your side. This is no tale I'm spinning to try and comfort you, Harriet. It's just the truth.
Mother! Mother! I miss you so much! I wish you could hold me, stroke my cheek again. Tell me how proud you are of me. Mother!
It's all right. Cry all you need to. I promise, those tears aren't in vain. No one told me I would have to look after you quite this much. No use complaining, I suppose. So much clinging from you. And here I was sure you hated me.
Don't say that, Luther. I don't hate you at all. It just seems like you're the one who hates everyone. Or maybe it's just that you're not interested in anyone else.
Now why would you think that?
Because you're just too smart. Luther, why are you laughing? Did I see something strange?
That was just out of admiration, Harriet. How blind I was not to notice there was such a fascinating person right under my nose. You're beginning to pique my interest. I wonder just how great this potential in you can grow.
I can't be the only one that sees some overlap, right?
Are you alright? Stay with me!
I was just hearing an echo, that's all. Either way, I know where it is now.
Did you see one of Luther's memories? But why would... Could the false spawn born from the Castrum Demonica have linked you to Luther's memory?
Why would they do that?
I guess this is the kind of thing that can happen in the Akashic Records. I have a bad feeling about all this. We'd better find Harriet quickly.
Yeah, this is one of those weird, quirky damage-taking quests. Sub a 12 if you're having a hard time with it. That's all I can recommend. I think I was having a hard time with it because I was playing Hero at the time, and Hero is not exactly a tank when it comes to damage. It's got lots of ways of surviving now, but that wasn't always the case. And they lost damage whenever they took damage, which you will be. So yeah. Avert your eyes, by the way.
Where are we?
Save your struggling, Harriet. Not to worry. No one will find us here.
Yeah, nobody.
Soon I'll find a way to do this without needing to use you. Just a little longer.
Luther! What are you talking about? What is it you're trying to do?
What a foolish question. All I want is to finally reach infinite knowledge.
You're not my brother. Who are you?
Whatever do you mean, Harriet? You know me. I'm Luther.
Yeah. Much doubt. However, it would seem that we found them.
Oh, you're Luther's, aren't you? Looks like this is the place.
Another memory? What?
Luther?
What's going on here?
This shouldn't work. In theory, it's completely sound. Oh, hello, Harriet. Look at you. Way out here in the hinterlands.
Luther, what have you been up to out here? You're not summoning a Castrum Demonica, are you? This looks different.
Castrum Demonica? Please. Those things were mere paving stones on the path of my research.
And that path leads where?
Give me your best guess.
Well, It would have to be something even more shocking than the castrum, I suppose.
I want to restore beings that have been lost, to summon them back to their original state. With the ephemera as a catalyst, it should work. It can link us to worlds apart from ours. The rest? Why, it's simply a matter of time.
So, whenever Harriet said the ephemera is a recent change, exactly how recent? Because this looks like maybe 4 or 5 years early.
That is, sending that being's spirit and flesh upstream through time to the proper moment.
Luther, are you sure the people will be able to accept that you've done this?
Alas, Harriet,
Probably not.
I don't share their belief in gods. I believe only in facts and my own potential.
More memories.
Sending beings upstream in time? Not even Arx has that kind of technology.
Now why is Omega showing us this?
If he was planning to use ephemera to do it, I'm not surprised Harriet was worried. We better hurry. This little fairy body is starting to get goosebumps.
No, more importantly, who is showing me this? Like, who is so concerned about all this that they would go to the effort of showing us where Luther's lab is?
Marvelous, Harriet. I didn't dare hope for this much magic from something so hastily thrown together. This must be the catalyst at work. Or could something about the soul itself be the key? Oh, Harriet! What troves of precious data you've brought me! What finer a guinea pig could a researcher want?
What are you trying to do, Luther? Out with it!
I'm making a fresh start, so I can succeed where I once failed. The time is finally ripe. At long last, I have the ability to see this through. And then, at last, it will be mine. Infinite knowledge. Omniscience. Wait, what am I?
Luther?
What have I been doing all this time? My dear Harriet.
Huh?
The only
There's something
person
not
who
working right.
understood me.
Luther, no!
Of course. Why should I hesitate? I will summon the lost Akashic Records. Knowledge of the entire universe will be mine! Now is the time. Here is the place. I just need to harness the power of the ephemera and perform the conjuration properly.
Here we go again.
I will know it once more. All that is, was, and ever will be. You see, Harriet, won't it be wonderful?
You speak of a line we were never meant to cross. Try as you might, Luther. You'll never succeed.
What?
Have you already forgotten, Luther? When the proof is right here, chained up before you!
Okay, something's very weird. I still don't entirely get that.
Luther? What did you call me here for?
More memories.
There you are, Harriet. You weren't followed? There'd be hell to pay if Father found this place.
Father's furious. He says we're shirking our responsibilities. I had to try and calm him down myself. Have a heart for your sister, Luther.
I'm surprised he hasn't realized it's a waste of time entrusting his errant son with royal duties. An utter waste of my time. Leaving petty things aside, you asked me why I called you here, yes? Well, I finally found the next step beyond conjuration, summoning beings upstream or downstream through time. Quantum conjuration.
And your plan is to follow through with this quantum conjuration?
Of course. What would my years of research have been for if I didn't bring this to fruition? I'm going to finally understand how this world began. Dear sister, I'm going to summon the primordial being.
Which is who?
I'll know all there was to know! Doesn't the idea just tantalize you? Harriet! Harriet! Damn it, wake up! Stay with me! It's all my fault! I conjured that awful thing! If someone has to die here, it should be me! Please, Harriet! Don't die! Not you. Anyone but you! Come back to me!
It looks like an accident happened.
What did you see this time? Luther was crying and cradling Harriet? And she was dead? Wait, but Harriet's still alive! I mean, that's who we're going to save!
Yes, but I don't think that was always the case.
But if what you saw really happened, and Harriet did die, then...
Who's Harriet?
Who, or what, is the Harriet we all know?
Anyway, it looks like we're going to fight again, so let me get prepared. Can't slack, because the levels here are kind of high. Well, they are now. Can't even use Jerky. Mag's ready. You can just go stop up. I'll use Jerky when I get in, I guess. Right then.
The pieces are all in place. It's time to perform the quantum conjuration on the Akashic records. And Harriet, what a perfect vessel you'll be. Just think, you'll be reborn at last as an almighty being. What's wrong? There's nothing to fear. This isn't death. It's a new beginning. You'll play host for something far greater. Its soul will keep yours company in that body.
That's not how that works.
Help, at last, infinite knowledge will be mine!
And then what, Luther? If that's who you even are. What do you see when all of that is said and done?
Are you questioning a scientist on the value of his work?
If my life is the cost of helping save our people, or perhaps even the world, then you can have it. I'll give it gladly. But you seem to have something else in mind, so I think I'll choose to die for something far greater. My entire existence, the reason blood pumps through my veins, is so I can fight for those who cannot fight for themselves.
Sounds familiar.
As the one who brought me here for that very purpose. You should know better, Luther.
Brought you here? But that can't be. I saw you. You were right here, Harriet. You were laying right here.
Something's weird. Something's not adding up.
Harriet, are you all right? Guardian, Sierra, I was hoping you'd come.
How did you meddlers find this place?
It's right where you said it would be. I guess that means everything you saw was real.
I can't believe this. You find a way to be a thorn in my side every single time.
Were you born to destroy my work?
No, I was born to get rid of idiots who think they're
time?
too much.
Right. No one else but the Fallen would have said that.
Fallen? Luther, the Fallen.
Aha!
Yes, it is I. The man who will become one with the Akashic records.
In other words, Luther the Fallen's memories are incompatible with the Luther that resides within Omega. That's why it's causing issues.
Arx pissant. Trying to thwart me just once didn't satisfy you?
Oh look, the welcome bird is back. Leave this to me.
Please be careful.
Right. Read this. Here we go. There we go. Ready? Dodge, dodge. Ah, okay.
Completed.
I wasn't expecting that to actually work. Excellent. So it seems like you got to not go so fast, but at the same time you need to keep up pace.
This isn't over. As long as I have the ephemera, I can still do this.
Ignore those things. He'll just keep conjuring new ones. Focus on stopping Luther. Wait, Harriet!
What? Who is she?
Was it? If you're planning to use all that wisdom and power for your own selfish ends, instead of for the people of our land, then I will stop you. That is my duty. as the Queen of Quento, and as your sister!
That's very similar to Awakening.
It's all right, Harriet. You have been exceptional. You dealt justice even to me without flinching. If you bear that determination proudly on your sleeve, you'll be able to purge the ephemera.
Luther! It's you! Oh, thank goodness. I knew you would finally come back to your senses.
You're a bit late.
You jest, Harriet. As if there's been a single moment in my entire life where I behaved like a sensible person.
Oh, Luther, what possibly possessed you to do this?
When
See?
I stopped the
I told you.
Crimson Fellworm, I knew this might be a consequence. The ephemera. They consume your very mind, as I'm sure Lutz discovered. If that had to be the outcome, I hoped at least to help build a foundation for our country, for your rule. Harriet, you did the right thing. You held firm and brought judgment down on those who violated the ban and threw our land into chaos. Even your own flesh and blood.
Luther, please.
My ego certainly made a lot of trouble for you.
It wasn't you.
Please, let me ask you one favor. Look after my sister. Stay by her side.
Right. You have my word. Huh? Oh boy.
My
If
sister.
you thought one Dark Falcon
That's rather a
was annoying.
smug way to put it, wouldn't you say?
Which Luther are you?
Please spare me the trifling questions. There's just one Luther. Whatever versions of me you know, they are me. Which is to say, the desire to protect that girl was something within me all along. I just so happen to be fed up with being stuck in Gemini, and with the profound darkness too. I have no qualms with lending you my power.
In exchange?
I won't play teacher. Just use it well. Do that, and I imagine you'll glimpse the cruelty of reality, of that ancient despair.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Harriet won't know what about this, will she? Well, I found a way to get you back quickly.
Luther! How?
Harriet, remember this. You are a real person.
I will! I'll remember, Luther.
Luther did the right thing for once. Finally.
Harriet? It's all right. I won't cry. Tears have no place in royalty's eyes.
Like, we have a lot to talk about. However,
I've confirmed the signal. It's definitely Luther the Fallen. Did the
yep,
traces
we
it
still
left
have the
behind
problem.
in this world take shape like they did with Elder?
Yes and no. The presence of those traces influenced the Akashic Record's memories, causing this to materialize.
So in other words, it's not too dissimilar to how our urgent quests work. Generally, they're caused by problems that cause presences that never exactly fade away.
Its abilities are just as you remember as well. I can attest to its strength.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Though, as I recall, you had no trouble defeating this before.
Yeah, no trouble. Except on super hard. Anyway, it looks like we're not going to get to fight this, so we'll just have to go with it as is. Although that said, I think Luther's in the UQ rotation for this week. Don't know about next week though. No idea.
You actually had words with Luther? And he said he'd lend you his power?
Unfortunately, yes.
Do you feel physically alright?
Oh my. Is the ultimate being hoping I'll wield my influence? She needn't worry. I'm content to keep quiet. For now.
Oh, for now, great. That fills me with confidence.
My only interest is this place I'm currently occupying. I have no intention of getting involved in other trifling matters. So why don't you just act natural? It wouldn't help either of us if things suddenly got complicated.
What's wrong? Your face has turned quite a strange color. Are you really alright?
Yeah, just voices in my head is fine. Yes, please, less Luther.
Really? We need to purify you right away. Clarissa!
Maybe you should find something a little less serious to tease Matoy about.
So now you've got Luther's power in there too. But nothing about you looks different, statistically speaking. No increase in F factor.
That's because it's not Falspawn. It's something else.
It's the same as Elder. No urgent issues as far as we can tell. As for your abilities, we'll keep them under observation. But our priority needs to be Omega.
Listen, I know Luther sacrificed himself to drain the ephemera from the Crimson Fellworm. But even so... I understand why you have your doubts, Matoy, but I promise it's true.
Yes, Luther did a good thing for once.
The Luther from Omega had a bit of a sharp tongue, but he was a good brother at least, right?
Yeah, basically a different person.
Well, Omega is just a replay of the memories in the Akashic Records, after all.
I wonder if it remembered, you know, a Luther from a time long past. Because if Luther is the last of the, well, was the last of the Photoners, then that would mean he would have to have been around since around the Profound Darkness era. That's a long time.
Maybe the Luther you met there was like the one we knew, back before we'd ever met him.
Mm-hmm.
The pre-Luther Luther, if you will.
Oh, that's a good description. The pre-Luther. Luther? Luther.
Well,
yeah.
I guess that would fit in with what Euclida once told us.
Would you get this if you didn't do...
Apparently, when she was apprentice,
Oh, okay.
even her mind wasn't fully her own.
I was referring back to episode 3 stuff.
We know Luther wanted to control the Dark Balls' power, but maybe he was the one getting controlled instead. But there's no way we can actually confirm that. And even if we could, it wouldn't excuse what he's done. But there's one thing that still bothers me. In those visions of Harriet's and Luther's past.
Harriet's death, yes? If Luther was involved in that, well, there must be a deep, dark secret hidden somewhere.
I wonder if the Luther in my head would tell me about that.
Let's try asking Harriet more about it once she's had time to collect herself more.
I don't think there's a good time to ever ask that, unfortunately. I'm going to go on a little bit longer. I think all this streaming is actually starting to help with endurance a little bit? I don't know. Oh no. Oh no. These two together? Nothing good can come of this.
Hey, you. Kick this fresh meat jackass out of here already. He's nothing but an eyesore.
Agreed.
Not too sharp, are you? This fresh meat is a photoner, and has been around since well before your own infancy.
Oh boy. What happens if they start a fight in our head, I wonder?
And what, you think you're His Highness Luther just because you're old? You're dumber than your little twig-ass looks.
Your voice wastes air like your mass wastes space. Just the sight of you makes me question every advance Arx has made.
Ha! Yeah, there was this real fuck-up of an overseer who ran Arx right into the ground. Could be his fault. Am I wrong?
I mean... the amount of trouble Elder calls for us
admit
too.
it. Your existence is my greatest failure as Overseer. It would torment me if I didn't make that quite clear.
Alright, you two. Shut up.
Oh, mind your own damn business and get lost.
Need I remind you that you're in
What
my
a
head?
delight watching you struggle to be consistent for even 10 seconds. So you no longer need their help. You're an extraordinary fool. You're practically too hideous to exist. I suppose it's no wonder Elder was so smitten with you as a vessel.
You sure like running that fancy mouth. Need a reminder as to why everybody calls you the Fallen? Take a swing at me and find out!
Well, I agree that the time for talk is over. Clearly, you're utterly beyond hope.
Ooh. Jia will hear of this. I'm telling
you may be a
Jia.
lost cause, but you're a rare find nonetheless.
That must have been a critical hit.
Let's not disrespect our host. You may stay for now, I suppose.
Thank you. And you?
Uh-huh. Talk all you want, you little shit.
These two. Alright. Ooh. We didn't forget about them.
Hey
So
there.
what's happened now?
Thought I'd drop by.
Been a while. Things have been pretty crazy.
You're damn right. Although we haven't been toughing it out alone, thanks to Arx.
Oh yeah, we've been sending people to help for the past... let's see. I think it's 4 or 5 months since episode 4 ended. Well, if we're talking, you know, JP time.
I went ahead and gave Enga a rundown of what's happening with the Akashic Records, since it looks like it's affecting Earth, too.
How? Wasn't Earth supposed to be in like a different dimension or universe?
Sounds like that whole mess on Earth was pretty much halfway responsible for what's been going on.
Halfway responsible? Go on.
I mean, materializing an entire world is sort of a little beyond what happened to us, but it's not that far off from what Deus Eska did. Oh, things are hunky-dory down on Earth, by the way. Hitsugi and Al are doing fine.
Oh, good.
Earthguide and Mother Core still have to play whack-a-mole with the odd phantasm, but nothing we can't handle together.
Good.
And hey, when they bring out the really big guns, Arx has stepped in. So we still have our problems, but no problems.
Yep.
In a word, the whole peace on Earth thing is kind of working out for us now.
Wow. Never would have thought that would be possible.
Oh, and that geezer Eritron and the math nerd are off to the US on business. Seems they're trying to get a hand from overseas with analyzing the weird stuff they've been seeing in space.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to explain.
Crap. Speaking of the math nerd, looks like Ak wants to chat all of a sudden. Can I just ignore it? Nah.
Listen up, Mr. 10% Casanova. When I call, you pick up in 2 rings.
Look, we can't talk if you blow out my eardrums. Just tell me what's up already.
Wait. Are you with the Oracle Fleet? What are you doing all the way out there?
Good
Do
question.
you think I'm on some kind of space yoga retreat? They asked me to come. They got a situation here.
Oh, right. Well, listen. We've got a situation too. A full-on 200% capital S situation.
So about that problem.
Okay. You might want to elaborate on that one.
You two couldn't communicate your way out of a paper bag. Perhaps I should explain.
You're here too, Gramps. Guess shit must have gotten pretty real after all.
Excuse you, 10% Playboy. How come you start taking it seriously when he says it?
That'll do now, Oak. Ox folks, if you'd be so kind as to lend me your ears.
Go for it.
A black hole suddenly sprung up a little too close to our solar system for comfort.
Yeah, that's that's a problem.
Now, it's far enough away that we don't seem to have an immediate problem on our hands.
But a supernova could form with no warning.
Don't worry, it's no supernova. It's worse.
According to our scientists, it's getting really huge, really fast. This is definitely not normal.
So it's multi-dimensional, is it? Interesting.
So what's gonna happen if it keeps up this growth spurt?
Well, obvious.
What do you think happens with black holes? It'll gobble up everything. That's definitely curtains for Earth, let alone the entire galaxy.
Oak and I are working to drum up a little support with the investigation from a few countries' governments.
Oh, don't worry. You just need to raise your voice against a black hole. That'll sort it right out. Maybe. Nah.
So, young Mr. Yasaka, you let us know right away if you learn anything valuable from Arx.
You're not gonna believe this.
What are the odds that we'd both be up against suddenly appearing, rapidly expanding black holes? I guess if the Akashic records hold memories of the entire universe, it makes sense that they'd affect different dimensions in the same way.
The point is that it doesn't make sense.
I'm feeling more and more like I've got some skin in the game here.
Well, you can help if you want.
Guess I better go tell Hitsugi and Al what's up.
Nope.
If
Okay
anything
then.
happens, let me know. Think of me like your point man for all things Earth.
Understood. Thanks, Inga.
Oh. This is a character you haven't seen in a while. This goes all the way back to episode 3. I suppose you might not see this if you haven't done it yet, but... This is a character I haven't seen in a while. She was asleep, if I recall correctly. So something must have popped up. Something important.
Pull yourself together, Aurora. What happened to you being a so-called goddess of beauty? Is this the way a goddess behaves?
Even goddesses can be affected by things such as this, you brute. Besides, I'm not the type of lady to cling to my past glory forever.
Well, what a wonderful improvement.
It's Laura and Hardy here.
Something seems weird here, for lack of a better word.
Let me guess, I'm not weird.
Here seems to have smelled something strange, hence this pretending to be a bloodhound. Any idea what it could be?
She's probably reacting to the black hole.
Oh no! I'm sure neither of us has any idea. Aha! I was right! Something about you smells extremely fishy indeed.
Was it the tuna sandwich?
Sure? I don't detect any emissions from them that would give off any strange odors. Might want to do a proper checkup then. I guarantee that something's amiss. My woman's intuition is spot on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so this is just some intuition thing. Can you describe the feeling at all?
It was familiar, but in a scary way?
It's probably Luther she's probably detecting.
I guess goddesses have really sharp noses.
That said though, Risa also did a similar thing whenever she detected the foreign presence as well, so...
Give it a rest, Euclita. I'm just calling it like I sensed it.
Well, if you just sensed this, then what did you need to go sniffing around making a fool out of yourself for?
Hey!
Look, it felt like it heightened my senses.
Wow! Aren't we blessed to have Odora, goddess of bouquet, gracing our ship with her presence?
When did Euclita change to Force? She got that fire specialization.
Alright, Euclita, now you've crossed the line. Also, that wasn't funny and no one laughed.
Huh?
So what exactly do you think Aurora found so familiar, yet scary?
Almost guarantee you it was Luther.
That could definitely be it. But we also can't rule out the possibility that it's related to the Dark Falls. I guess Aurora herself is a being of photons too. I'm sure she has some connection to that other world.
I'd ask her, but not sure you'd get any good answer out of her. Moving on. Affin? You didn't forget Affin? It's been a long time.
Oh, hello!
Good day, mate. Matoy and I were just shooting the breeze. Come here, let's chat about the good old days.
Oh yeah, those
it's
days.
Nice to have the three of us together again after so long.
That was a while ago.
Hard to believe it's just been 3 years since our certification mission. With all that's happened, right?
Is it? I remember you two saving me like it was yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And then we got mixed up in things with Shion. And of course, I had my own problems. Those memories are here to stay.
Can't believe I got mixed up in all this when I only joined ARX with the intention of finding Yusi. It's been a ride, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah.
Just think. First Yusi was at Dark Falls, then you, Matoy. And even you were getting close, mate.
You could say I've been there, but hey.
Kind of odd how I'm the common thread here, ain't it? Think I jinxed you all?
Nah.
Don't talk like that often. And look, Euclida returned to us in one piece, right?
She sure did. Thanks to a certain someone.
Yes. I have you to thank for my safe return, too.
Still one short.
Of course, mate. This thing ain't over yet.
I know how you feel. We must save them at all costs.
Still, mate. You sure shot up the ARX ladder quick, considering we joined in the same batch. Just 2 clowns with our sights set high.
You too?
Quite the crew we make, eh? The mighty Guardian and their friend, the dime a dozen operative.
Nah, don't call yourself like that.
Well, whatever titles they put on us, we're still the same people we've always been. And it doesn't change our memories together. Oh, speaking of memories, you remember that time we all showed off our singing voices, don't you?
Memory? No.
Right. When Khosra hoodwinked us and we all crowded in together in a big group. You weren't even a proper Oxop yet back then, right, Matoy?
Not yet. It was right in the middle of all the examinations and tests I had to take.
Ah, PTSD.
Now that was one of the funniest things I can remember in my time here. Seeing everyone all thronged together like that.
Right. And remember what a crooner Theodore turned out to be at singing? Ask him for a bar or two next time, mate.
Oh yeah, sure thing. Which reminds me, where is he? I haven't seen him in a while. Oh, this ought to be fun.
Hello, Clarice Craze. You should be careful about tackling people out of the blue. That little lady just called Matoy predecessor, right? So I guess that makes her Clarice Craze the Third?
Yeah, sort of.
Oh, I've been reading the records, so I have a general idea of what happened. Pretty interesting having the second and the third around at the same time, isn't it? Hey! That means all 3 generations of Clarice Craze are gathered here right now! What an amazing moment! I wish we could take a picture.
We could, but yeah.
Hey, Bonehead! What are you standing there muttering into space for?
It's nothing.
Come to think of it, I know my name's Alma, of course, and good old second
Ah.
is Matoy. But what about little third here? What's her name?
I actually don't know.
Whose name? Matoy? Ma'am, is everything okay?
Oh, it's just that Alma was... Wait, forget I said anything.
Alma? Wait, I know that name. She was your predecessor, right, my predecessor?
Oh, I'm a celebrity!
People actually know
You've
her?
really done your homework, haven't you, Clarice Craze?
It was difficult enough finding her name in the first place.
Of course! Alma, the great first Clarice Craze, followed by the illustrious Matoy. So, Bonehead, care to take a guess what my name is?
Yeah, that's a good question. I didn't know you had one.
Point. I can see why you'd question that. But, as a matter of fact, I do.
Would it be Sarah by chance?
Khosra actually dug it up just the other day while he was looking through some of Void's old files. And here it is. Ready? It's Iris.
Oh, that's cool.
Huh. Uh-huh. It was written I-R-I-S-S in the files. So we figure it's an ID number or something. But it's my name as far as I'm concerned.
That's a cool name.
Huey said it had a nice ring to it, too. So, whenever I end up passing on the title of Clarice Craze, the 2 of you can just call me Iris. Not that I plan on doing that anytime soon, of course. I take great pride in having inherited a title that belonged to 2 fantastically inspiring warriors.
Really? She's a very strong one, isn't she? I have a feeling she's going to do the Clarice Craze name proud.
Oh, don't worry, she already has. Getting weird vibes from that picture, but okay. I'll probably use that as my screenshot for this stream. Probably. We'll see. More. This should be interesting. How will Sarah react?
Perfect timing. I was just about to call you.
Can we get this over with already? I've got 1,000,001 things to tend to in general affairs.
Oh, anyway.
What's so important that you need both guardians in here anyway?
Well, making a plan to save the world, essentially. Isn't that right?
I guess.
Quick question first, Sarah. Can you tell me how many people are in this room?
Huh? Well, the 2 guardians, you and Sierra, makes 4.
Huh.
What, is Kuna hiding out in here somewhere?
Well, that's weird.
Please tell me there's a point to all of this.
We're looking for people who can see her.
I guess not. Just wanted to see your smiling face.
What?
Oh, Sarah. Glad to see you're still your adorable little self.
She's gonna detect something weird.
Don't be gross. And if you want to hide something, try to change the subject a little less blatantly.
Yep.
Well, it's just that...
Oh, it's fine. I guess you're just not ready to tell me yet. But I hope it happens sometime soon.
Level-headed as always, Sarah. You can tell we must be linked.
I'll take the compliment, but you can keep the comparison, thanks. But really, if you get these 2 in over their heads, you'll answer to me.
Oh.
You 2 had better not shirk on those regular medical checkups.
No, never.
Philia's pretty steamed you haven't been showing up.
Right. Sorry.
Tell it to Philia, not me. See you around.
How come Sarah couldn't see you, even though she and Xiao are linked?
Well, it's hard to say what exactly determines whether someone can see me.
I wonder if it's something to do with something's fate, perhaps?
Xiao and Sierra can see me because they're basically derived straight from Xion. And so can the 2 of you.
But I guess just being linked to Xiao wasn't enough to let Sarah see you.
And Iris, too.
I figured it would work because your bond with Xion was similar to my photon link with Sarah. But no dice. I guess you have some kind of stronger link than that. Some element of Xion must still be alive inside the 2 of you. That must be the reason why you can see Alma.
Well, here's how I choose to look at it. Thanks to your connections to Xion, I get to talk with all 4 of you, right? We can worry about the ins and outs of it later. For now, I'm just grateful. I'd be much lonelier without the 4 of you to talk to.
I wonder how lonely it was being photons being stuck in the Akasha records.
You want to know what happened 40 years ago? I guess you're talking about our war with Elder.
Yes, I'd like to know more about that as well. Why you were forced to seal instead of destroy.
I heard that you sealed away Elder back then. But how did you manage it?
I can try to explain it, but gosh, it's a real brain buster. Should I do it anyway?
I was wondering actually, is this ever referenced in a game anywhere? Or is, like, this just lore for PSO2?
It's okay. I bet I can figure it out.
Or perhaps in a book, an anime, manga, I don't know.
Well, for starters, I had to squeeze the photons onto Various really tight. Like, shoom! That's how I formed the wall.
The wall?
The wall?
Hey.
Then I got everyone to pitch in and lure Elder inside of the wall while we fought. Next, I gave the photons inside the wall a nice squeeze to squish him into place, and locked it with multiple seals from the outside.
That sounds interesting.
You squeezed and squished?
But you know what? Now that I think about it, using Clarissa as the key might have been a mistake. Oh, but if I used my body or something as the key, Luther probably would have unlocked them all. So yeah, kind of a no-go. Well, what's done is done, I guess. So no point in overthinking it. Wow, sorry. I really went off track there. Did that make any sense?
I'm sorry. I didn't get it at all.
No, me neither.
Didn't think so. Cassie was an expert at analyzing my ramblings, but even he was stumped by that one. But something tells me that's not what you wanted to ask about. Is it, Matoy? Don't hesitate to ask if there's something you'd like to know. If it's something I'd rather not answer, then I won't.
Well, I was wondering about the promise you made with Regius 40 years ago.
A 40-year-old promise? With Reggie? Oh! I wonder what it could have been.
You're really not a very good liar.
I can't talk about it. Or I don't want to talk about it. Maybe a little of both?
Yeah.
Don't you feel like telling someone else about a promise means it won't come true?
I thought that was for wishes.
Why would I dunk my chances like that? I mean, this is a promise that Reggie and Mary are still working hard to keep. It's not really super clear-cut, more of a vague agreement. Still not comfortable sharing it, though. Sorry, you two, but having a few secrets adds to a floating photon girl's sense of intrigue, you know?
Implying that wasn't already intriguing enough. Alright then. Main story. Ooh, chapter 4. Yeah. With that taken care of,
Harriet announced that her own brother, Luther, had broken the laws of Coento, and she had passed down his judgment herself.
done and done.
Her explanation was as dry of details as her eyes were of tears.
Aww.
Stunned that she could so unflinchingly cut down her own flesh and blood, the people whispered a new name for their ruler. The Ice Queen. But
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
mind, forging calmly ahead on the path she had decided, purging the world of ephemera. The elimination of ephemera. It was the most fitting deed she could imagine, to honor the memory of her brother. But to those who remained by her side, the strain the Queen felt was as plain as day.
No, I won't.
You must, my lady.
I said I will not.
It is not a question.
Kind of hard seeing Harriet as an Ice Queen right now, isn't it? Imagine what the people in those other countries would call her if they saw this. But you can really tell how taxed she feels, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
How can you expect me to sit around and do nothing when the ephemera scourge still...
You would not be doing nothing, my lady. It would be an official inspection.
Dress it up however you like, Varuna, but now's simply not the time.
Then let me speak plainly, Your Highness. Right now, nothing is more vital than you taking a moment to rest and recuperate. You've pacts to negotiate and sign, collections to arrange, storage sites to secure. There's no telling how many hurdles lie ahead. If you do not rest when the situation allows, you'll find yourself with no strength left to give.
Listen to him. He knows what he's on about.
Not to mention, should anything threaten your health now, your brother's loss would be in vain.
That's awfully underhanded of you to bring Luther into it, Varuna.
A warrior must use every tool at their disposal. Isn't that so, Guardian?
Oh yes.
Which brings me to another question, my lady. Is there something you need to discuss with the Guardian?
How did you know that?
I would be remiss as your aide of so many years if I could not pick up on that much, my lady. Or on the fact that you are in dire need of some rest.
Oh boy. You can't... What? No, it's true. Rest is important.
If you say so, Guardian.
Come on, Harriet. It'd just be a little downtime. You'll wake up face down on the floor at the rate you're going.
Yeah, the last thing you need is for the Guardian to have to carry you. Literally.
Very well. I'll take some time for these official inspections, as Varuna puts it. But if I must go, then I insist the Guardian must accompany me.
As protection? Sure. Why not?
If we're so concerned about overwork, just look at how many Castrum Demonicus they've had to take down.
Don't worry, I've had my rest.
If one of us rests, so does the other. Is that fair, Varuna?
Just so, my lady. Well, Guardian, I fear I must entrust Her Highness's safety to you once more. I ask, no, beg, that you do everything in your power to shield her from any harm.
Of course we'll defend her.
Yep.
Thank you, but it isn't simply that. I ask that you stay by her side.
Wonder why that could be.
With Master Luther gone, I fear you are the only person Lady Harriet can truly rely on.
Man, that must sting for Varuna. Why? I'll tell you later.
And so, Harriet set out on an inspection tour to survey the state of her long-suffering land. For days, she traveled from place to familiar place, the Guardian always at her side. At last, nearing the end of their trip, they came to Luisa, a small haven near the East Artia border. Luisa is known throughout Cuento as a small slice of paradise, situated on a massive lake embraced by miles of undisturbed nature.
That sounds nice. What could possibly go wrong here?
Mountain runoff reacts with volcanic minerals to dye the water's surface in rainbow hues. On clear days, you can see all the way to Cuento Castle, shining bright white beyond the Rainbow Lake and the deep green forest.
Well, I suppose you probably can see the Gwento ruins.
To compare the landscape to a fairy tale,
Look,
falls
you can
short
see
of
it
its
just in the corner.
overpowering beauty, in the face of which a visitor can only sigh in wonder.
Yep, she sure is sighing.
That didn't sound like quite the type of sigh the signpost was looking for.
What's eating you?
No, not at all. Why would anything be bothering me during my precious break time?
The lady doth protest
Doubts.
too much. Don't worry, we're not going to tell you off. It's hard to just shut your brain off for a while, huh?
The lady doth protest too much.
Yes, I understand I needed a rest. It just doesn't sit right with me. First and foremost, the best I can do is keep my face forward, eyes dry and back straight, and try to help my country, the world even. I can only face my responsibilities head-on, take whatever slander is thrown my way, and march forward toward what I must do.
Mm-hmm. Why burden yourself so heavily? Is that what you promised Luther?
It's the reason why I was called here in the first place.
You?
I don't understand how, Guardian, but You know something about the past my brother and I shared, don't you? You must.
There's something that doesn't add
I
up.
can't imagine how you could have found your way to Luther's laboratory.
So you're saying all those visions the Guardian saw?
They must have been true. I have, well, Harriet has crossed death's threshold once before. The me you see here is something else, with Harriet's form. I am something that was conjured by Luther, and became Harriet.
So what of Harriet? Man, that's so confusing.
I don't fully understand what happened. When I awoke, it was over. And all I saw was Luther, my brother, stained in blood. I knew he'd conjured something terrible. And I had lost my life trying to protect him from it. And then, it was my turn to be summoned. My form is Harriet's. My manner is Harriet's. No one would ever suspect otherwise. But am I really Harriet? I don't know. Am I even a real person?
Well, of course you are.
And yet, in the end, what's the difference? Whoever or whatever I am, I was called here for a reason. Harriet was devoted to her country, to her people. I am no different. I will be who everyone wants me to be.
And I want you to rest.
Imagine if I told Varuna. The poor man would be so shocked.
Or maybe he knows.
You'll keep this between us, won't you? Even though no one would probably believe it.
Wouldn't surprise me if he knew at this point.
It's true. You could have kept this a secret forever.
I can't explain exactly. I suppose when you get right down to it, I felt the two of you ought to know. Well, that's not quite right. More than anything, I just wanted someone to know.
There's no point in keeping it pent up.
Someone to confide in, so... Greetings, my new partners in secrecy.
That sounds better.
I've only been Harriet for 3 years now. I never would have made it without so many people to help me. There was Luther, of course, and Father, Varuna, and all the people of Coento. I owe them all so much. They were all so kind to Harriet. I've been incredibly fortunate, having Harriet's name and walking in her shoes. I don't feel any guilt over it. I've done nothing to feel regret over. I only have to make sure I repay the kindness they've given me. That's what keeps me moving forward. Even if the cruelty of this world threatens to freeze my heart, I'll carry the warmth of that kindness.
And you need to rest to keep that kindness. You know, it's okay to be afraid. That's a better sigh.
Well, let me ask one favor then. Just give me this moment to cry until the tears won't come. When that's done, I won't need to anymore.
Okay. Oh no. I don't know exactly how this works. All I remember is this is a pretty short section, if I recall correctly.
Thank you so much. I didn't know how badly I needed that. It's like I've shed a weight I didn't know I was carrying. This must be what happens when you try to hold in tears for too long. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'll be just fine now. Hey! What are you doing? You made a girl cry! Are you alright, miss? Were they harassing you? People only cry when they're sad, right? What made you want to cry? No, I'm alright. They didn't do anything. But it's kind of you to worry. Being a grown-up seems complicated.
Who are you?
Me? Well, for starters, the name's Florent.
Right.
And where does a fine young man like you come from, Florent?
Anyone else having deja vu?
Good question. And the answer is a secret.
Ah, okay.
But forget about that. Let's have some fun. That's what this place is for, right? A little time for play will wash the tears away. Come on, how about it? That's a fine idea. I suppose it's why we came here, after all.
Barona would probably murder us if we left her alone for too long.
Did you notice anything strange about that kid?
Well, yeah.
Exactly. Gemini the duplicate, in the flesh.
So that means it's only a matter of
Maybe
time.
he's like Luther. A snapshot of Gemini from before they became the version we know. I'm intrigued.
Maybe we should wait and see what happens. Okay then.
Wow! I can't believe you're a real fairy. I've only ever seen stuff like you in books.
Oh, people actually know what a fairy is here. Okay.
Hey, how does the flying bit work? Is there some kind of trick to it?
I'm trying to think of something, but no, I'm not seeing it.
Hey! Quit tugging on my wing! Ow! I mean it! Leave my wings alone! Ah! Please help me!
Nope. Emergency food is emergency food. Very nice.
I am playing nice. She's having fun too, see?
Where did you get that idea? Did you not hear me say ow?
Florent's been playing all day, and it looks like he still has energy left to spare.
Well, yeah, that's children.
Hey, miss? Whoa! What's the matter, Florent? I was just wondering why you look so sad.
I hear a noise. One moment.
This place is pretty neat, right? It's pretty, it's bright and cheery. It's a place where everyone can have fun. Doesn't it feel like a waste to come here and not play and smile and have a good time?
Okay.
I just have a great deal on my mind, Florent. What kind of stuff's on your mind? Anything fun? Anything funny?
No, none of that.
Not quite. Mostly questions. About the future, I suppose. That seems kind of weird.
I suppose for someone like him, yeah.
Well, if you don't know how the future's gonna end up, why do you look so sad about it?
Oh, think about it. Has Gemini ever really actually been sad? I don't think so.
If things get too hard, can't you just quit? If it hurts, can't you just run away? No, I can't do that. No matter how hard or how painful things get, I can't just run away. If I did, I'd be letting down the people who worked so hard to get me where I am.
It sounds like she's talking about secrets that the child won't understand.
And most importantly, I personally couldn't live with myself if I just ran away.
Wow.
Familiar sounding voice
Being a
actor.
grown-up sounds complicated and hard. Good thing I'm a kid.
I'm still something of a kid myself, Florent.
Well, come on then.
Phone's gone off. One
There's
sec.
so much playing and playing, and even more playing left for us to do.
Ooh. Fantasy Star 2 Global YouTube channel has uploaded the Scratch tickets display video thing that's coming out on Wednesday. I'll have a look at that later.
There certainly is.
We must be getting pretty close to getting the new scratches, the new outfits for the fingers and stuff. Assuming we're getting that at all. No idea. Florent and question mark, question mark, question mark. Oh, new person then.
So this is where you've been, Florent.
A ghost! It's after me! Please, miss, do something!
Do something?
That
That's
face.
a very broad request. Are you an acquaintance of Florence, perhaps?
Pardon my
It's her.
intrusion. I am Clarissa, guard of the first successor to Ease Ardia.
Clarissa, you say?
'Tis an honor to make your acquaintance, Queen Harriet of Quinto, and yours, Guardian.
Huh? Do I want to call her by that name? No, not really.
Indeed. Has my reputation perhaps preceded me?
I wonder if that refers to the weapon that Matoi uses, Clarissa.
How is it that you know our
Maybe
faces,
Shion's real
Clarissa?
name is Clarissa. I don't know.
Wait, the guard of the first successor, you said?
Or, actually, you know what it is? Clarissa was the person that Shion met, therefore Shion copied her appearance to appear familiar. Now the question is, did she overwrite the soul in the body like Luther was trying to do? Or, I don't know. So that's someone important.
I'm not succeeding anything yet.
Imagine that, someone important trying to run away from the responsibilities again in a
That what I
JRPG.
am about to do is quite proper.
Uh-oh. Bonk.
Ow! What were you thinking, gallivanting off without a chaperone? Do you think yourself worth so little attention?
But I just had to see this place. It's one of the most famous sites in Quinto. And you'd never let me go if I asked anyway. What was I supposed to do?
Ask?
You've got your best excuse.
Is he gonna get
I'm
bonked again?
sorry. Very good then. Your Majesty Harriet, Guardian, thank you for keeping young Florent safe. I beg your pardon, but I must repay your kindness another day.
Okay.
Now, back we go, Florent. You must make ready for the ceremony.
I'm sure we'll see her again.
No.
What?
I don't wanna! I won't be able to play anymore after that stupid ceremony. I wanna stay free.
Ceremony, you say?
Don't be selfish. You made a promise, and now you must keep it.
Yeah, I know, but if this is my last chance, can't I play a little longer?
Good point. Last chance for what?
I'm sensing a lot of tension here. What exactly is Florent going to have to do?
Well, Clarissa already knows about the Guardian, so she knows why we are confused.
Nothing dangerous, I promise. Florent is due to become the formal symbol of our country.
Which means?
In Ys Artia, the flow of trade is our lifeblood. A fool may earn money, but it takes a wise man to keep it.
Oh, that's smart. I like that.
Therefore, our symbol must be upright and clean, free from greed, with no ties to others, praying only for the prosperity of our people. After the purification ceremony, Florent will become our beloved symbol of gain and profit.
That all sounds nice on paper, but what about the part where Florent loses his freedom?
Yeah, see? I'll never be able to play with my friends again.
Which is why you were given free rein to spend your days without care until then.
Are you sure you can go through with this, Florent?
Please respect our affairs, Your Majesty of Quento.
Florent, please. I want to know what you think. I wish I could play a little longer. But it's all right. It's time for me to become the symbol of Ys Artia. I'm bound to become one with the state. That's been set in stone for a long time. Since the day I was born, even. And when it's done, lots of people are gonna be able to enjoy their lives more and be happier. As long as I can give them a little happiness, mixed in with a touch of fun now and then. Maybe people won't cry anymore. Maybe we can avoid conflict. So that's the choice you're making? That's the path you're prepared to take?
Harriet should know a thing or two about difficult choices.
Yeah. Miss Harriet? Guardian? Fairy Lady? Thanks so much for playing with me today.
Of course. Something's not right.
Guardian, Sierra, thank you very much for humoring me throughout the day. I'm better now. I can't let a child outdo me in backbone. I'm ready to return to the capital straight away. It's time to get back to rooting out ephemera, the spark that ignites wars, so we can bring peace to the world.
I think it's a nice touch that you can see the old Quento ruins back there.
And if we can make Florent smile, all the better.
I hope so. Although having seen how events are transpiring recently, I don't know about that. Okay. Right, with all that done,
Emergency announcement! We have confirmed the presence of a photoner fleet in the vicinity of the Oracle
No.
fleet. All up.
I'm going to come back to that later, and I'm going to say that's all I'm going to do for today. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for to the person who stopped by earlier. Okay. Oh, that's weird. We'll try that one again. There we go. And I'll see you on either tomorrow or Wednesday, depending on, whether I actually want to do a stream tomorrow or not. Have a good rest of your day.